So to help get ready for Monday, which is a 2-hour early dismissal, I wanted to give you a brief kind of preview of what triangle congruence proofs actually are. Based on what we already know, we know how to take a look at a picture, we know how to go through and label the pieces to understand what's happening. The question we're looking at right now is actually question number 4 on your quiz. Now my given information says that AC is a perpendicular bisector. Both of those words give me 2 facts I can label on the picture. Perpendicular means that I know that right angles exist, and bisector tells me that the segment is split into 2. It does not tell me that this angle is split because it was not called an angle bisector. Now I need to think about, I only have 2 pieces, there's something that I'm allowed to assume. Remember, the 2 things I can assume are a shared side or vertical angles. In this problem there are not vertical angles, but there is a shared side. That means that these 2 triangles are congruent from side, angle, side. What I just did is actually the entire proof that you're going to be doing. So I want to take us through the steps of what we just did to kind of help you with that. So back to my picture here, this is what we decided. When we decided this, we realized with the perpendicular bisector 2 things were true. We decided that there were 2 right angles, which makes these 2 angles equal or congruent. My reason for that is I was told it was a perpendicular bisector. Remember, an upside down T is just an abbreviation for perpendicular. Perpendicular bisector also told me that I had some congruent sides. The congruent sides that I have are BC and CD. So BC is congruent to CD because we were told it was a perpendicular bisector. We had to go back through and decide what else we can assume. So we saw we had a shared side. Think back to September where we talked about properties. We talked about this property called reflexive, and I remember all of us were wondering, like, when would we ever see this? This is an example of where we'll see this. AC is congruent to AC simply because it's the same segment. Both triangles share it. So we just did all of this out loud. I'm just formally putting it now into these little boxes. My preference for triangle congruence is to first start with the flowchart proof. Let me show you what one looks like. If you listen to my rap, my middle section talks about the 3 little slices that you have here. We have a given statement, we have a proof statement. My 3 little slices in the middle are what we just discussed. We're going to have 3 boxes here each time. Sometimes the boxes may not all be filled in, and that's okay. We also have a given statement down here where we can see what we were told in the beginning. We should already remember that our reason is going to be given. When we go through over to the last part, we have that the triangles are congruent, and the triangles are congruent because of side, angle, side. On Monday, we're going to see a little bit more of this, and really, that's all that there is to this.